Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review of this book called The Oyster Thief, which was sent to me for review. I really enjoyed this one. Basically, it's a mermaid novel and I love mermaid stories, so I had a feeling that I would be into this book. It's an adult fantasy novel, so let me tell you what it's about first of all. So it's set in a world basically like ours, except the only difference is there are mermaids and the humans know that mermaids exist and mermaids know that humans exist. They don't really interact, but it's just the way the world is, there are mermaids. So this book follows a mermaid called Coraline. She is in her early 20s, so she's at a point where she's possibly going to be getting married soon. She's just got her first job, which is an apprentice apothecary, which is really cool. So she makes like medical remedies and things out of like algae and stuff in the ocean. We also follow a human called Isa who works for a company called Ocean Dominion, which is a company that uses the ocean to like mine for things like oil, and they're looking into mining for jewels and things like that as well. So they very much are a danger to the mer people because they destroy parts of the ocean in order to mine it, essentially. Isa and Coraline end up sort of coming together. They end up having to go on a bit of a quest with one another and lots of stuff happens. My favorite thing about it was definitely the setting and the world building. I think it was really well done, and it incorporated a lot of stuff that actually exists in our ocean and the way those like processes and things work. So I thought that was really cool. All of the mer people have a companion as well, which is usually some kind of animal or fish from the ocean. So there's a shark in this one who is Coraline's like companion. I can't remember what they call them, a muse I think. The other companions or muses that get mentioned as well are a seahorse, and I think there's a sea snail or something. It's just really cool. Talking animals are always a good addition to a story. In terms of the plot, I was really happy with how everything sort of panned out. In the end, there are some love triangles which I'm not always the hugest fan of unless they're done well, and I felt like the love triangles in this book were done quite well because the people involved in them, although they had their like stupid moments, they were pretty mature about it overall and kind of came to their senses at certain points in time. So I thought that was quite well done and something kind of different. It didn't have like the nastiness that some adult novels have when it comes to things like that. The whole quest thing though is just not my favorite kind of plot. I'm not a huge fantasy reader, like I read a bit of urban fantasy and stuff like that, but I've noticed for myself I don't love those plots where they're just on a quest to find something or to figure one particular thing out. I just don't like that whole plot line of like going on an adventure looking for something and having obstacles along the way, kind of like the Lord of the Rings type quest. But in saying that, like the characters and everything were awesome and I liked the overall plot line. It's just the quest part of it is not my favorite, but it's fine. If you like quests, you will love it. It's just not my thing. But in saying that, how everything came together, like how we found out things about each of these characters and their past, particularly Isa's past, I really liked watching that unfold. So I think that's all I can really say about it in a spoiler-free review, but overall really enjoyed it. Love a good mermaid story, and this one I just felt like in comparison with other mermaid stories that I've read, they're always like generally entertaining and everything, but this one I felt really created the world. So if you're going to be picking up this book, let me know that in the comments down below, or let me know if you've read it already. I would love to discuss it with you. That's it for this video. If you want, you can friend me on Goodreads to keep up with what I'm reading all of the time. I just finished another book last night which was awesome. It was a poetry collection, so if you want to hear my thoughts on that, you can go friend me on Goodreads. Thanks for watching. Bye.